Hey, we are out here on the ice desk this morning. Seth Lenz is here with me with Seth's Coffee in Little Chute. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
And why not make some iced coffee on the ice desk?
I'd be happy to.
One really cool thing, though, is how you actually brew a cup of coffee at your place. Tell me about the method you use.
We always use V60 pour-over method, and we brew every cup by the cup for all of our hot coffees. And we have a few different brewing methods as well, such as like a Chemex or a siphon brew. But today we're making iced coffee using essentially the same method, but rather than using all hot water, we cut the amount of hot water in half that we're brewing it with, and then we'll add that same amount of weight in ice in the jar below.
And that was your little hand grinder that you
Yes,
used for your coffee.
yes.
Any special coffee you have in there?
Yes, we have an organic Angelinaca Bolivia.
Oh
right
my.
now. And it was roasted last Thursday. We always get our coffee roasted only to order, so it's always fresh.
It smells really good. And the pictures are up right now. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about your coffee shop out there and what people can experience?
Well, at my shop, we do, like I said, we do every cup of coffee by the cup. So that's kind of a unique thing, because it does take quite a bit more time if you do come in to order just a regular coffee than if you go elsewhere. But yeah, it just brings out the best of the flavor of the coffee. You never have something that's been sitting for an hour or two cooling off and getting stale. So it's always fresh. We do pay a lot of attention to our roast dates to make sure that the coffee is fresh roasted, not only fresh brewed. And then, you know, you can do several different brewing methods for the coffee. We have some sandwiches. We just added some craft beer and wines. So we got quite a bit to offer there.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff. You poured some water in just a little bit ago.
You pour a little bit of water in at first just to let it bloom, and that's just to degas it, let anything that needs to come out of the coffee grounds come out. And then after that happens for about 45 seconds, then you can start the actual brew.
Wow, this is like an art, Seth.
Yes, I like to think so.
Wow, and your wife is here with us today. She's also
Yes.
there with you.
Yes, she helps out sometimes. She's actually the potter. That's how we met. She did all the pottery for the coffee shop. So whenever you come in and get a hot coffee, it's served in a mug that she made.
Wow. Now, I know this is going through, but would you add any cream, sugar? What would you do at the coffee shop?
Well, at the coffee shop, we don't usually add anything unless it's ordered that way, just because we tend to be purists, but we do also have those things available. But one of the nice things about brewing it fresh is that the flavor is so much better than if it's been sitting and getting stale. There's a few other ways to make iced coffee that end up pretty stale. You can take hot coffee and just pour it over ice, but then it kind of dilutes it. That's why we're using less amount of water to brew it, so that it's still a strong cup of coffee.
Really strong.
Yeah, so we wouldn't add it, but we always have it available for those who do like cream and sugar.
And while this is still going really quick, where are you located, where people can find you?
We're right downtown Little Chute, right a block away from the new windmill. We're at 106 East Main Street.
And what time do you open today?
We are open at 6:30 on weekdays, 7 on Saturdays, and 9 on Sundays.
So you get up early like us here on Good Day.
Yes, depending on the day I do. Otherwise, I have a great crew that they take their turn opening too.
And you need a good cup of coffee too, right?
Yes.
How's that
this
looking?
is just about done, so I'm going to take it off, and then, so the coffee in here is pretty cooled off at this point, but we'll still pour it over ice just to make sure it's nice and chilled.
Okay.
And that ends up a pretty decent cup of iced coffee.
Can I try this?
Fresh brewed, you absolutely can.
That is really good, and I usually have a lot of sugar, a lot of creamer in there. You don't need it with this.
Maybe we'll convert you, yes.
Seth, thank you so much. Good
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Go
thanks.
check it out, Seth's Coffee. We also have stuff online that you can check out too, fox11online.com. Go have one of these. They're amazing. And